Alright, let's get this thing going. Howdy everybody. Welcome back. Happy October. Cool new Cataclysm screen. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I'm pretty sure this is a giant cellar spider. And he's looking at me funny. He's giving me a funny look. Beady red eyes. God, I hate giant cellar spiders. Yeah, that's because they're gone. The Tileset is gone. Officially, it's gone. You have to go get it unofficially. You can't get it officially through any of the launcher sources or so on. You're going to have to actually do some work. You have to do some work and go get it manually and install it manually and use it manually and so on. Those cannot any longer be distributed via the Creative Commons license through the launcher and through the official game sources. So, okay to use them personally, but they can't, because of the Creative Commons license, the devs can't have it included with the game code itself. And there are fixes in the works. It's going to be a while before things get sorted out. It wasn't just dead people that got affected. Lots of the main tile sets have been affected. Alright, I was trying to make sure my mic was on. Some of my settings are looking a little weird there. Alright, so yeah, it wasn't just dead people that was affected, and absolutely none of the current Tileset authors did anything wrong, have any part of what is the issue, and so on. None of them were stealing graphics or anything like that. So this goes way, way, way back to the original Tileset days, the MSX Tileset. Apparently, I don't know the details on which or how many of the little graphics images were lifted, but apparently things were lifted from other sources instead of being original creations. And nobody noticed, knew, or whatever, and it got carried along through many different tile sets and updates and so on. And now, unfortunately, the situation is that they can't actually use any of them. So until we get that part sorted out, we're without a few of officially the normal tile sets. I mean, Chest Hole was affected, lots of them. So that's why there's a lot less available through the launcher currently. But like I said, go hit up the Discords and the forums and the Reddits and so on. There's lots of topics and links and chats about it. No, you don't need to pirate a tile set. It's perfectly fine to use the tile sets for your own use and so on. The creators, the devs just can't include them with the Creative Commons. So it's a bit of a tile set apocalypse currently, but use whatever you need to. You can also just roll back your game to the previous version that actually included the last version of the tile set, which is one option. Install it, copy the graphics folder, keep it around. It'll slowly get out of date as more and more items get added to the game and those tile sets aren't being worked on. So, yeah, so that's enough tile set talk. Like I said, go visit the Discords and the forums and so on. There's lots and lots and lots of chatter about it. Alright, so yeah, nice Halloween-themed splash screen now. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Like I said, I'm fairly sure that's a giant cellar spider giving me the beady, evil red eyes, so I'm pretty sure. I hate those things. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to restart our stadium-based challenge. I'm going to change it so that we're not starting infected. I'm going to have to give a serious thought to any future infected starts because of a change that became obvious to me on Monday when we first started the attempt. There's been a pretty big change in drop rates for antibiotics in house bathrooms, which is one of the two realistic sources that an infected start might use to be able to get uninfected. Antibiotics are the only way to do it, short of a really, really lucky royal jelly find. That's your only choices, and you got a 24-hour countdown timer. So I'm a little unhappy, because from everything I can find, it appears to be a stealth nerf, or a stealth change to the drop rate, and it's very significant. I've been playing with half or 0.5 item drop rates on my challenges for, I don't know, a year and a half now? I mean, I've been doing it that way for a long time. So, I mean, I'm used to not seeing too many antibiotics, but usually by running houses, speed running them, I don't know, 20, 30 houses maybe I'd find antibiotics, and or the occasional ambulance, of course, which is an even better source. But yeah, after Monday, when we had three attempts and we didn't find a single antibiotic in a house, found it one single time in one ambulance out of about 15 ambulances, I really started to get annoyed and suspect that there was a problem. So in between, I did some testing, created a test world, cranked up the item drop rate to 10 times what I normally use. So I had it on 5.0 instead of 0.5. Then I just teleported around between houses to see how long it would take me to actually find an antibiotic solution. And the 3 attempts I did, it took house number 7, house number 11, and house number 15. Now to put that into context, at 10 times my normal rate of drop rate, that essentially corresponds to I would have to go to 70 houses in the first attempt before I would have found it, 110 in the second attempt, and 150 in the third attempt. It's massively different than it used to be. So, yes, I am totally aware of failure bias, how statistics work, how averages work, how luck works, all that crap. I have way too many conversations about that stuff. So, I don't know. Somebody go tell me or point me to the change, the build that actually changed that rate, because they didn't change the point allocation for taking infected starts, but they made surviving it stupidly hard. I really don't like gameplay difficulty that is just roll the dice, you win, you lose. That's all the thing you have. You have no skill is not involved past a certain point of luck. I don't mind having to stay alive and having to keep searching, but it's kind of ridiculous now. So I'm not too happy about that change. I don't know if it was intentional, unintentional, whatever, but I don't think whoever made it thought through the follow-up consequences. Infected starts, I think, right now, and I don't know when this change went in because I can't find any notes on it. So I don't know what to tell people regarding it. But if you do an infected start, then you're having an easy time finding antibiotics. Let me know, I guess. Also, let me know what item drop rate you're playing on. But the testing I've done says it's going to be stupid hard to try to get antibiotics for infections under the current numbers that I'm seeing. So we're going to change things up. So we're going to go new game, preset character. I've changed the character build and this scenario. So we're not going to start infected because I just not going to deal with that super low, totally random chance of happening across 1 in 100 houses antibiotics. So we're going to go with a little bit different. We're actually going to go still with the security guard, but we're going to do the surrounded start. About the closest I could get to the infected start point-wise to rebuild the character and keep everything else the same. So what I did was I had to shave 2 points because there's a 2-point difference between those two starts. So I shaved off a point of strength and a point of dex. And everything else is exactly the same. So same skills, same traits, and so on. But instead of doing the infected scenario start, which earns us 4 points, we're going with the surrounded start. It only earns us 2 points. So like I said, I had to shave 2 points off somewhere. So that's what I decided to change. Otherwise, we're still security guard, exact same traits and everything else. So that's how we're going to go. Now, one thing I will note, if, again, people aren't keeping up with Discord and Reddit and so on, build 9702 apparently has a pretty prevalent seg fault crash. You create a character, you take a step or two, and it seg faults immediately. So I am not running 9702, I'm actually running 9701. I had to back up one because after I did the update and tested it, it didn't work. So I backed up one. What number did I put in the notes? I think I still got 9702. Let me fix that. We're going to switch that back to 9701. That's what I'm actually running right now. Alright, so that's been updated. So under settings now, it should list 9701. There we go. So we're on this 9701 version. Otherwise, character's exactly the same. The goal of the challenge is exactly the same. No other changes there. We're still doing a mega city. I'm still going to reveal the map, and we're going to look at the map, see if it's going to work for us, because sometimes they don't, depending on the generation. We're going to place, if we need to, a stadium if there's not one on the map, and otherwise the map is okay. And then we'll get into the challenge part. Alright, so we need a name. Rick Easley. Nah, that's not good enough name. Oh, Pickles. Oh, Mitchell Claptrap Schaefer. Nah. Kenton. Alright, Kenton Archer. I like Kenton Archer. Kenton Archer it is. And we're still going with a Screama, of course. And I don't believe with the surrounded start we get an NPC at the beginning here, which is fine. Alright, let's reveal our map, see what we're working with. Damn it, I hate it when they put a big damn river right through the middle of my megacities. It's so annoying. I don't want a river runs through it, damn it. I want a big megacity, just one massive city. This one might be big enough on one side or the other. I'm not seeing any Oh, nope, we actually got a stadium. That's not bad. That's not too bad. We got a stadium with plenty of things around it, mostly residential on this side. But previously we had problems getting stadiums to generate that weren't right on the outside edges. It would only put them like right out these edges of the cities. So now we've had a couple chances there. So yeah, I can't imagine the Claptrap nickname is complimentary. Which side of this river? Oh, it put us on the far side as well. Am I interested in that challenge? We're going to have to go one way or the other to get to a bridge, or we're going to have to swim. There is a research facility on our map. An airliner crash. We've got fungus disabled. That's pretty much it. So everything else should be pretty valid. Prison, bunker. Don't care about... Ooh, look at that. I got a lab sitting right there next to a house. That's pretty exciting. And it's not far off from our stadium even, so pretty quick trip over to a lab. Oh, another one. That's kind of weird. That's some weird generation. Military bunker. Multiple schools in the area. Yeah, I like it. All right. Man, this trying to get across this river, though. All right, we'll take it. We'll just take it as we got it. That's more challenge. I guess instead of being infected, it's the river run through it challenge is what we're going to do. I could run that way to try to get to the shelter with a school and a hub. But it's mostly residential till we get to that bridge. Yeah, I like it. This is a good one. Alright, we're just going to take what they gave me this time. So here's the character again. 10-9-8-9. Like I said, I had to shave a couple of points off. Now, long-term play, it would actually be smarter to drop the skills and raise the stats. If you're interested in long-term min-maxing, it's always better to have stats because it's much harder to raise stats. Skills you can always gain in-game through other methods, but it's really hard to raise stats. Mutations and CBMs is pretty much it, unless you're running stats through skills or stats through kills or any of those other stat mods. Yeah, so we're okay there. Same character though. We're flimsy, so we have a lot less hit points. Oh, we have even less hit points because I had to drop a point of strength. That's right. Now we're even lower hit points than we were previously. Base hit point 67. Now that does take into account the flimsy trait. So flimsy is the worst trait I can take in combination with imperceptive for hit point reasons. Because this costs 8 and this costs 4. So I can't take anything bigger than that to make me even less hit points. Like fragile. But yeah, 25% lower hit points. And we heal slightly slower. Oh joy. So we're Imperceptive Healer and Flimsy. Even more slow healing. I can't wait. I can't wait. So, yeah, we're going to have a really, really bad time with this. But no infection this time. So I'm not on the 24-hour countdown timer to death. And we'll see what we can do. Otherwise, we're fast mover. And we don't have all the negatives that normally start with the infected start. So... we are surrounded. It'll be interesting to see what it puts around us, and we won't be able to spend much time here in this house, but it's going to be a lot better, faster start than what we had previously, hopefully. So we'll see how things go. Alright, so that's the character. No skills other than melee and dodge, and gear-wise, that's all we got. We got a pistol on our hip, 9mm Beretta. I know there's this new thing here. And apparently that is a accumulation of dirt, gunpowder, and so on. So it's going to affect like jamming, and there's cleaning requirements for guns or something. I didn't actually look at the PR for it or the details on it, so I'll be kind of interested to see how that works and how it's affected. Sounds like an appropriate kind of thing to have if it's not too key press centric. I can't stand just tedium for tedium's sake, but we'll see. It might be interesting. We do have a baton. That's going to be what we're going to be using with our Screama and a folding knife, cell phone, flashlight. So it's actually a really well set up character initially. We got boots and so on. I think that is it. Let me check in with chat and we'll get things rolling here. Again, howdy everybody that's saying howdy in chat. They should add that you can inject pure alcohol to heal infection? I think we got enough mechanics in play for infection already. No, I've never done a boat run. I've been waiting for more interesting content to be implemented, polished, and kind of ready to go. Right now it's still pretty bare bones, and the interface for vehicles for boats and so on is still kind of eh. So river pirates? Well, we'll see. Like I said, need more content, more reasons to go out on the water. There's just not enough reasons right now. Alright, let's go ahead and get things rolling then. So, let's check our area. I don't need to go to the tops of apartment towers, and yes, the apartment towers are still on my do not loot list, so I have them on my personal don't use. The only thing I use them for is to go to the roof to get a look around. Otherwise, I just ignore them. So we're not going to go to apartment towers. We got a long line of housing, though. I got a nice big section of housing, and I don't have to rush and worry about the infection right now. So I got to decide, do we go north to try to get to that bridge? I have no intention of trying to swim this river. It wouldn't be too hard right here. Only one deep spot, really. But we could probably cross that if we were really lightly geared. And especially if I spend any time learning swimming, but it's going to be hard to do with the contents of zombies in the area. I think that's going to be a bit too far, and yeah, it puts me right in the middle of a commercial district, really. Although this does too. But I can go out and then down. Yeah, this is going to be a fun trip. We got a long way to go to get to this stadium. Alright, so yeah, this is our target for anybody that's just joined in, and we just genned this map. I haven't started moving yet, so you're right in at the front of the new modified version of the challenge. But this is where we're trying to get to. It's on the far side of this river and deep into the city. We're starting way over here. So we got quite the trip to even get to our target. So I'm not doing much considering there for now. Look at all these city names kind of bounced in here. I like this map, though. This is exactly the kind of megacity map I was hoping to get, with the sole exception of the river. But, I don't know. It's big enough in the center section that I wanted that I'm actually kind of happy. The river's going to make things interesting. So yeah, I'm going to go north. We're going to just idle our way to the north, picking up gear and items as we go, trying to stay as safe and as damage-free as possible while we travel. With our low hit points and our super slow healing rate, it's super important that I minimize any kind of damage that we take. So, very much going to be a scoot and move, dodge, run, dodge kind of thing. Yeah, that's the stadium base. We're gonna try to first get to it. We got to cross a river. We got a mega city. We're gonna have to go through a massive amount of this mega city to get down to the stadium. We're going to try to take over the stadium. We're going to clear the entire place, clear this block all around it. My hope is that I can convert enough turrets to friendly that I can deploy turrets out here on the roadway to use, just set them up, automate them, and let them go to town with all the ammo that they provide now, and let them do some of the dirty work. So if I'm kind of in the middle of this thing, most of the turrets will still be live because I'll be within reality bubble range of most of them. So we'll see. I got a few ideas, a few plans. I'm also going to plant a seed, one single seed, on the field to simulate farming, just to get all those stupid, idiotic Cataclysm Farming Simulator 2019 players off my back. You're all crazy. Yeah, that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. So we're going to plant one seed. So you guys need to be on the lookout for some special seed that I can plant out in the massive field here to consecrate my farming. And that'll be the one and only farming I probably ever do in the game. So it's an important thing. Cross it off my bucket list. But we got a long way to get there. There's no even reason to even look at that section for now. Alright, so planning the routes, like I said, I think I'm going to go north. We're just going to work our way north through these neighborhoods, and depending on if I'd like to find like a basement or something up in this area that I can hide out in for a bit, and then we'll make a night run, hopefully, across the river. The most dangerous part, I think, is going to be crossing the river and then finding a new safe spot. Because it's all commercial here, which is really hard to maneuver in a mega city double zombie type of setup. So I'll probably cross and then try to get up into this residential neighborhood again and work my way through all these houses down to where we need to be. And or might find a vehicle that works. I mean, we could actually get there in one day. It's not going to happen. It could. It's not going to. But if we find a working vehicle and I somehow manage to keep it running through, I don't know, that's a lot of miles of city with double zombies. But yeah, we've got some long north-south roads. I could get pretty close if I can actually find a vehicle. Seconded for weed. Yeah, that's probably the most popular or most populous seeds I'm going to find with all of the weed basements I'm going to be dumping into. Grow a pumpkin for Halloween. That's another good one, but that's going to be hard to come across. We'll see what we come across between here and there. We got to get there first, so... Alright, again, the difference between Monday and today is I removed the infected start. We went with a surrounded start instead. I'm not real pleased with the stealth change to the drop rate of antibiotics in house bathrooms. So, due to that, screw infected starts for now until somebody actually listens to me or makes a change again. I won't be doing infected starts for a while because of that change. So we'll roll north and get things moving. So we have no NPC to start with. I think that's due to, like I said, the surrounded start. Mode off. Hey, look, an empty bathroom. I am shocked. Shocked, I tell you. I don't care whatever that is. Nothing in there. Who's out here? Nobody too special. And again, alright, we're going to get not a single item out of this entire house. So we got a pool, and yeah, next houses. I think we'll just head out that way. So, shockers are really the only thing that worry me. Ferals will be a little pesky, but as usual. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you, Shocker. Shockers are the thing that's going to cause me the most problems. With Flimsy and Imperceptive Healer, shockers are just a nightmare. Let's try to go... Yeah, we'll go to this house to the northwest. See how long I can go without taking a hit. It's not going to be very long. Somebody's going to get a lucky hit on me. Well, alright, 3 more waiting for me there. Plus, if I try to go west, I got the fat zombie and the kid zombie. Let's go... I can't go to the south because that door is probably locked. Yeah, alright, well, we're not going to be damageless for long, it looks like. This is going to be my only choice. Can I get through here without getting hit? Oh, look at that. Lucky us. Roach dirt. Oh, it's a roach house anyway. I'm glad I didn't go in there. Let's start looking for vehicles that work. Gotta stop running here. Alright, so with 100 speed, we're moving at 99 when we walk. I think that will keep me ahead of dogs. Maybe it'll keep me ahead of ferals. Until we start taking some damage and some pain. Alright, intersection's pretty empty. We see an ambulance. Do I backtrack that way for the ambulance? I think I do. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Just one feral, and I can probably tie him up on the vehicle. Let's go try to check that out. Yep, he's going to get tied up right on the side of the vehicle, which is perfect. Well, not long enough. He's going to come out the far side again. That's fine. We haven't blown any stamina yet. Yay, it's perfect setup. Nobody that I can see out this way, so I can go out the back of the van, and we can scoot wherever we need to scoot. 2 baskets. Now, what's going to make me laugh? All the complaining I do about antibiotics. You just watch. It's going to happen. Here we go. Sort by category. Nope. Antiseptic and the obligatory scissors. How are the roaches this time around? They don't auto-spawn like they did for a short while. But, yeah, they're still an okay source for both meat and for chitin. Assuming you're ready to fight them. They can be pretty irritating right from minute 1 if you're not geared up for dealing with them. Oh, that must be a pool. That has to be a pool. Yes. So, okay, New England, you got some weird people. You got like 100, 200 people in bikinis hanging out in the pool, and it's 36 degrees outside, early springtime. You are a weird group. Anybody know, is this intentional? All pools are just so stuffed full of zombies. What the hell's up with that? Did somebody, like, screw up the zombie spawn rate for pools? I don't know how the JSON is set up for those numbers, but it feels like somebody put the decimal in the wrong place. Because there's just always a stupid number of these things. And on my high evolution setting games, back when they were broke, it was, I mean, it would be day 4, I'd see like 40 zombies and 40 the Crocagator ones. Now, everybody likes to give me these little fun messages. You're playing on double zombies. Wait, yeah, obviously. I've been doing that for 1.5 years. Anything I say that is, oh my, that's a lot, is in reference to my normal expectations, people. Even at half, that's still a stupid number of zombies. That's not all of them. There's a huge number still in the pool. Don't think that's the entire crowd. It's not. Even on single zombie, 1x zombies, it's a stupid number of zombies. For no reason I can think of at 36 degrees in a springtime. I'd go with a pool party if it was an indoor heated pool. It's not. Maybe a mansion pool party, but one of the indoor pools at least. Alright, let's keep moving. I would like to get into this fancy house here. I got kids to run past. I need to start collecting string. I need to get a rubber hose just in case I do get a vehicle. I think we will. Ah, crap! I should have got the thing out earlier. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, a wrench in the first house. Well, thank you. Thank you for the long string. Pliers and a wrench, huh? Oh, that's right, I got no carry capacity. Give me the wrench. I'll just wield it for now. Alright, already got a basement. Spider basement? Well. You'd think I'd played this game before and had some expectations. Hey there, Calderus and Bloodright. Oh no, Bloodright's here. Here to watch me die to the spiders. Yeah, it's the easy ones. I'm not worried about them. They won't follow me up generally. But that keeps me from looking anywhere else. Alright, let's activate our baton and wield the baton. I need to find some clothes. Really need to find some clothes. Otherwise, I'm going to have to leave behind all this stuff that we're finding. I'm already pretty much full. Yeah, I can't leave any of this other stuff behind. You can burn spider basements, but why would you? They're an awesome source of food, plus they have a chance for a rare item drop. You can find power armor in spider basements, so I'm not sure why anyone would ever do that to a spider basement. What do you gain if you're just going to burn it? I mean, just mark it on your map. If it's somewhere you're going to be able to come back to later when you're a little better geared up, kill some spiders, butcher them up for meat, get the chitin for making chitin armor, and chop up all the webs to look for the rare item. Might get yourself a laser rifle, and yeah. You can get the eggs for the giant spider eggs. Dehydrate those, turn them into powdered eggs, and you can be eating scrambled eggs for a very long time. I mean, the spider basements are a massive food source for in-game city, in-city type runs. So don't ever burn a spider basement. I mean, unless you're not coming back, feel free. If you've got some kind of personal animosity towards the spiders, go for it. There's no tactical reason I can think of that would make it a useful thing to do. Alright, so more houses infested with good old zombies. I need to walk for a bit, get my stamina back. How about this house? Yeah. What you got for me? Ammo, tank top, and a sweater's not what I was looking for. This is going to be a dead-end bedroom. Is that a bathroom? That is, but I'm not going to be able to use that. Getting a little concerned about our stamina here. So many zombies. Uh-oh. There's my favorite vehicle. Let's do a remote check. First thing, you got wheels? You's got wheels. Second check, driver's seat. The vehicle tank's gone, but everything else there. Is the other tank? I can't see the other tank. I can't tell if it's got gas. I also can't see the engine block yet. Alright, so I can't tell if it'll run yet. We've got to get a little closer. Alright, now let's take a look. Oh, no, all the tanks are hold. There's no gas. It's not going anywhere. Be fun to flip on the turret, but too many zombies already in the area. Not going to be worth the effort. Shock zombie in the wooded trail to my north. Got to be careful of that guy. Who's back the other direction? Nothing too dangerous. Alright. Let's backtrack. Well, that's not cool. Shock zombie again from nowhere. So much for my not being injured. Now, here is another pet peeve I have. Last episode, watch this guy's position, and he's got a runner ahead of him. This guy is way faster than this guy. Last challenge, or Monday, when we were doing this same challenge, I had 3 different occasions where I had shock zombies sprinting 2 to 3 times faster than they should be. For no reason I've ever seen or heard of. I'm also unaware of any changes to shock zombies that would suddenly give them the ability to move at the same rate I am when I'm sprinting, and they were keeping up with me while I was sprinting. It was ridiculous. So I'm kind of curious if we're going to see the same thing here. So we'll move out of that. So he's 2 spaces, 3 below the runner there. He's keeping up with the runner currently. Yep, still keeping up with the runner. Now he's gaining on the runner. This is what I mean. Where are they getting this sprint ability? What the hell is up with that? Because trying to get distance to keep from getting shocked again is now way harder. So, that's still happening. Another one up there. He can't shock through the chain links. I think I am going to go north of this vehicle, try to use it for a barrier. Yeah, the shock zombie has now caught the runner. The supposed fastest zombie, the feral runner, has now been overtaken by a shock zombie, which is supposed to be one of the slow to normal ones. That's ridiculous. They eventually seem to slow down, so I don't know if it has to do with their shock blast all of a sudden juices them up or something or what, but I don't like changes to basic behaviors or loot drop rates or so on without some kind of a notice. It's a good way of killing a lot of people and really making people angry. Me in particular. I don't mind making it hard. I don't care if they have these abilities. I just want to know that something has changed so I can adjust either my difficulty settings or so on. I mean, in particular, the infection thing is really torquing me off because that's just... that one just annoys me. But yeah, I don't have an explanation for this one either. Those are the two things that happened on Monday that I noticed that really bothered me. So, alright. We've taken our first shock blast. Not a surprise. We were gonna. Especially with all the running around we're gonna do. I gotta be careful here, because we got some open spaces, meaning I'm gonna have less places to hide. I like the vehicles coming up, though. I can block off most of the stuff chasing me. We'll get our stamina back. Almost all of that crowd's gonna get hung up on this bus. They all smash into it until they break through the windows. Alright, so we're getting our stamina back. What do we got here? Don't care. Not checking that one. Gas, battery, wheels. Got a security system. I could check it. Sure. Nope, no keys. Alright, so it won't drive. Just because it has a live security system doesn't mean it won't start up. Sometimes they leave keys in the cars. I don't know what the percentage chance is, but if you got a vehicle that otherwise will work and it's just a security system bothering you, then always try to jump in and get it moving. Sometimes it'll have the keys and you can just take off. Check in with chat here. This game takes you back, Blood, right? Yeah, it can. Now realize I'm playing on try hard mode, so these are not things that the casual player does. Alright, so I do see a basement ahead here, but I want to trend northwest. We're trying to go up this way. We can travel an awful long way during the daylight hours, and nighttime hours, of course, given the changes in the game, but I'm not sure I want to make that river transition beforehand. This is my favorite, most hated building, the duplex just south of me. We're going to ignore that. Apparently, lots of zombies in the basement building. Yeah, let's go down this way. Still can't get through the door. Don't have the wrench built yet. Or, not the wrench, the crowbar. So let's kick to run mode for a moment. Backtrack slightly. Go in here. Oh, what do we got? Towing kit. Still have no carry capacity, though. So, we're just going to check the basement real fast. 2 in a row! You have got to be... Whoa, fat zombie saw me. You've got to be kidding me. 2 spider basements in a row. I can't quite see which kind, though. Alright, get me out of here. That's funny. I am not prepped for spider basements. Bathroom I'd like to check. Oh, crap. Now I got a bit of a problem. Can I time this right? Just barely. Alright. This place is kind of rude. There's a lot of zombies in here. Yeah. I gotta make sure I get my stamina back. I'm already down 2 bars. Let's go north. We'll try to hang up as many of these zombies on this vehicle as I can. Yeah, I'm dangerously slowed down because of the pain combined with my stamina loss so far. It's costing me more points to move, so I'm no longer as fast as I was. Another basement, that'll work. As long as it's not yet another spider basement. I'd like the jacket. That'll give me a little tiny bit more carry capacity. Alright. What the hell? What? 3 spider basements in a row. Did my map gen get broke? Is it all spider basements now? I'm not opening that door. We're gonna wait right here. I had enough of a lead that the zombies following me won't come down here, so we're gonna get our stamina back. As long as I don't open the doors, the spiders won't come through. I can't remember the last time, if ever, I have hit 3 spider basements in a row. Yeah, my flashlight's still on. The batteries last forever now, and I'm running around in the daylight, so I don't really care. Both runners and shockers have the 105. All right, I'm okay with the runners and shockers having, well, yeah, 105 movement is fine because regular zombies have like 110 to 120. But let's say, for example, they do both have 105. Why did that shocker catch the runner? If they both have the exact same movement rate, how come he was 3 spaces back and caught up? So his speed did change, and it changed significantly if he actually gained and caught up to that runner within 5 or 6 spaces of movement. That means he was probably moving at 95 or 90. So there's something going on. Please believe me. I've only uploaded like 3,000 hours of Cataclysm over the last year and a half, 2 years. I know how fast these guys move. Something is odd there. But like I said, it seems to be tied. Well, it could just be that I don't notice them really until I get shocked. And then all of a sudden it looks like they're moving fast. Because once I'm out of range, I don't really pay attention. But it feels to me, from just Monday's and today's experience, that they seem to speed up after they do their shock blast. So I don't know if something's going on there or not. Alright, flashlight's off. We got our stamina back, so we should be good to move again. I still desperately need... Not concerned about food right now. I don't need gear like this. I really just need... we'll have a nice peanut butter sandwich. That solves all problems, right? And some orange juice. I just need carry capacity. I need clothes. Backpack, of course, would be awesome. Ooh, utility vest. 3 storage. We'll take a utility vest. 3rd jacket. Ooh, a hoodie. 2.25 storage. It's fitted even. It's even better. Calcium. I need some painkillers. And sewing kit is good. Nothing else in the bathroom. We got a military vehicle. 2 of them out front. What is that one? Oh, that's the IFV. That's right. Alright. Hey, Humvee. You got wheels? You got wheels. Driver's seat looks good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's got diesel. We have a nearly, in my opinion, not pristine literally, but a nearly pristine Humvee sitting out here. Perfectly drivable. Nothing's going to keep me, other than the zombies swarming it, from jumping in that and driving off. So, we've got wheels on all 4 corners. Check the driver's seat. I can't point at it, but on the right side there, we've got all the requirements. We've got the controls. We've got a seat. You can see the vehicle tank does have diesel in it. Now, what I don't know is how much battery charge it has, but the alternator's in good shape. Ooh, that battery is damaged enough it might have discharged. There's a slight chance I can't drive it. I might not be able to get it started if the battery has no charge. Otherwise, it's looking awesome. It's got both tanks in good shape, not leaking. Both say they have diesel, so that's my perfect vehicle right there for right at the start. I love my Humvees, especially if I can get them modded. Problem is, I'm not going to be able to keep a Humvee. I mean, hopping in the Humvee, I'll be able to drive with it, but we're just going to get cremated by zombies I'll have to run over. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on either, Gazarin. You can check Monday's Twitch stream and tonight's. There's a couple of occasions on Mondays, and then you already saw the one tonight where the sumbitch shock zombies were just sprinting as fast as I was sprinting for no reason I know about. Did I find the 2 new labs? Well, the 2 ones I know about, there's one that's has the different upstairs arrangement. It looks like a normal lab on the map, but when you go to it, it's got a big elevator where vehicles would be dropped down normally. You can activate it and go down into an area. And then I've also found one that was in a city, and it was one of these office towers. And wasn't the collapse tower, I don't think, but it actually went vertically up. So it was a vertical lab going up instead of going down into the ground, which is really cool. I didn't get to explore as much of it on the live stream as I'd hoped. We got kind of boxed in by a few things and had to go do other stuff. But those are the two I've seen. I'm not sure if there's more beyond that at this point. Alright, back to what we're talking about here. So we're up to 8.25 volume, so we can gather more stuff as we keep running. So far, we've still only gotten hit the one time with a shock blast. I am going to... Well, I gotta think about this, because I've been spotted... Oh, no, I haven't been spotted. Alright. My worry is that any one of these things are going to step next to the vehicle, tap it, and that noise then attracts the other zombies, and they'll start shredding my beloved Humvee before I can get up there. Whoops! Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I thought I was on view mode, but I was on actual movement mode. Is that an ice cream truck? I think that's an ice cream truck, not an ambulance. I think it's more important to actually get out to that Humvee right now than just about anything else. So I'm gonna lure that crowd away from the Humvee, then I'll circle back to try to get into it. Trying to tell if those guys to my right... Oh crap, of course there's a shock zombie up there. There had to be a shock zombie close, and yes, he can see me. Okay, that changes things up a bit. Plus, I've got a lot of zombies in the house over here that can see me. Any of the ones to the right see me? 2 of them can. 3 of them can. Those 2 and that one. The little red exclamation point indicates they can see me from where they're at. Jeez. Oh yeah, survivor zombies have got better vision too, so they can see me. Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a mess. Did I actually find out? No, we're skipping the antibiotics thing. I did several tests in between Monday's challenge and today, and antibiotics are absolutely harder to find in houses than they used to be, by a significant degree. So, I'm not planning on doing an infected start until somebody explains to me just what the idea behind that was, and yeah, I'm not going to do it. It just moves the bar way, way too far to the total random factor to survive the infection. I mean, we must have checked, what, 15 total ambulances between the various attempts on Monday, and we found antibiotics 1 time in 15 ambulances, and then I have no idea how many houses we checked during the stream. I mean, I kept those guys alive a long time. It probably had to have been 60, 70 houses. And in my testing, I created a test world, jacked the item drop rate up to 10 times my normal. I put it at 5.0, and then started teleporting around to houses, and it took, on house 7 on 1 attempt, was the first time I saw antibiotics, house 11 on my 2nd attempt, and house 15 on my 3rd attempt. So that's 70 houses, 110 houses, and 150 houses, essentially, that I would have to hit on my normal drop rate before I would find antibiotics. So yeah, if there were any other solutions, I wouldn't mind. I'm not against the idea of making infections more serious, but I mean, they're already so annoying because of that recovery from infection thing nobody's bothered to go do something about, with the passing out every 2 minutes and nothing in the interface that allows you to actually advance time. So you just have to smash your keyboard 400,000 times every time you get interrupted. 2 minutes, interrupt, 2 minutes, interrupt, 2 minutes, interrupt. So can't read, can't sleep, you can't pass time, you can't do anything. Every 2 minutes you get interrupted no matter what. That's just so rage-inducingly, keyboard smashingly stupid. I just refuse to deal with that part of it. And now making the only realistic solution to curing an infection start. I mean, later, who cares? Nobody cares if you get infected later. That's your own damn fault, and deal with it. But for infected scenario starts, 24-hour countdown timer to death, way too far into the random factor right now, on whether or not you're gonna survive it. So, yeah, not a fan. And I'm even more not a fan of stealth changes like that. So, yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on. So I switched to the surrounded start instead. And now we've had 3 spider basements in a row. Every time I scurry down a basement to try to recover, it's a spider basement. Pretty hilarious. So, how am I going to do this? I want the Humvee, but if I move north towards it, I'm going to get shocked again. I don't want to let any zombies near it, because as soon as one zombie taps it, other zombies will start shredding it. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this thing. I might have to abandon it. The thought of abandoning a fully functional Humvee 5 minutes into the game start, though, is so wrong. So wrong. Hey, Mikhail! Thanks very much for the resub. I think the only choice I really have, though, is to go this way, hope this group hugs the wall around the corner and chases me, and then kind of do a loop-de-loop. I'll go like so, into the house, out the front, and then hope it's clear enough I can get to that. The position of the shocker is really what's going to determine this. So we'll see. I've done this kind of zombie rearrangement a few times. A few being dozens. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, we are in walk mode. I still have no painkillers. We're going to have to go under the limo. Hope I beat out these other guys following me from the south. Excuse me. Just barely if I kick in the run. Then we'll go north. So, how... Oh, look at that! Look at that! You asshole, you shocker asshole. Oh, man. That's that's such a kick in the balls. That's some good stuff there. Come on, game. Alright, because now he's just going to try to start smashing his way through the door here to get to me, which is bad. These other zombies are now going to be smashing into it. God, I cannot stand leaving a fully functional, gassed up Humvee. Well played, Shocker Zombie. Well played. That is some grade A bullcrap. He's just hanging out right there. Now we got several more inside. If it was just these guys, no problem. I can still get them out, but the shock zombie's just going to be a no-go. Alright. Best course, just ignore it. Just leave it. That's funny, though. Alright, another runner coming. Stamina's still fine. Let's get into the house before he gets to me. Alright, on the other side of the door. See if he still has that. At least he doesn't have the one swing door destroyed ability that lots of those guys seem to have. Don't really care what's in the kitchen. I don't need the watch, actually. What else is in here? Blanket. Alright. Under the hood would be nice. And I'd still like to check the bathroom, but yeah, there's that crowd of runners coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runners that I can see in that group just south of me there, plus the dogs. And I got a big field I'm going to have to cross next, unless I do go into that house over there. Going there, we're going to go through the bathroom. What do we got? Cough syrup and salt water. Don't want either of those. Again, nothing. More runners. Alright, there's my Humvee. Just sitting there waiting for me. Tell me there's a pristine condition car in here. Nope. There's a bucket. Don't need a bucket. I gotta get back out of here. Alright. What do we got? No shock zombies north of me. You still hanging out in there? Yep. So, I can lure these guys out and then return again. So I haven't given up on my Humvee quite yet. Problem's gonna be, how would I do this? That is not a good store for me to use for cover. Mobile meth lab wouldn't be bad to get into. Is it drivable? Security systems down, no wheels. Not drivable. Might have some meds. There's something in that spot, and there's probably something in these. Might get some painkillers there. I think, well, first, can all these guys see me? The littlest guy cannot quite see me. That sucks. I need him. Oh, no, all three of them can see me. Alright, so they're going to come chasing north. So they're going to clear the vehicle. I think what I'll do is go north, try to hop into this building. Got a big old crowd out this way still. And that's what worries me. I'd rather curl this way and then back, but I'm going to have to go this way. This might be quite the round trip. Yeah, we'll see how it develops. So we'll, no point in closing the door because they're just going to come through the windows anyway. Alright, you guys, follow me. Get out of my vehicle. I'm worried if I don't oh, another guy stepped in. I'm worried if I don't actually let them clear the vehicle before they lose sight of me that they'll hit something and get distracted and stay in it. Can I take? These are all slow guys. I got fast guys coming behind. Oh, there's some fast guys up there. Maybe I do go around that building. Maybe I will go this way. We'll circle this building. Hopefully there's nothing too heinous back here. And come back through this way and then back down again. What's down here that's going to join? Nothing dangerous that way. I think that's where I am going to go. Because this will better guarantee these guys actually get out of my vehicle. Shocker's going to get a little close to me here. Oh, a successful grab! No, no grabs. It's almost clear. Those two guys will just step out of there before, come on, they're out. Oh, now I got some possibilities. There's nothing back this way that can see me currently that's going to interfere. So if I can just loop-de-loop the building, I think I still might be able to get to it.